Live. Hang on. We gotta change the Facebook cover too. Oh, okay. There's 14 people already watching, so we're good to start.
Perfect. And we
Oh,
have
perfect
one,
timing.
we have one caller ready. Go ahead, first time caller. That would be the flagman from Skinner Speedway, by the way. But welcome to the drivers meeting for Beaver Dam Raceway. Pretty tame list this week. Not a whole lot of stuff to go over, but a couple of fine points to bring out. First one, talk about pit entry, pit sign-in. Chris Shepard, that's more your realm of operations. I'll let you handle that.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Okay. So pit entry, and I'm gonna pull up the message from Sandy. I believe we're gonna have two pit walkers, two mobile pit walkers, and one at a table right outside the pit gate. So two people will be coming up to the trucks for people that are walking in. I believe because last week she had a nice little tent set up. She'll have a tent. And you'll walk up, pay your pit passes, sign the waiver to come into the pits, and then as you come into the gate, there will be a temp taker there. The magic temperature is still 100.4. If you're over that, you'll be asked to turn around and leave. For those people walking in, we ask that do not go on the side by the driveway because it kind of causes congestion with haulers and stuff. And if there's an emergency during the whole time, so try to line up going on the grass along the side, like going towards the track. Just to keep, I would hate for somebody's little kid all of a sudden to kind of get away from them while somebody's pulling in or something, or if there's an emergency and somebody has to come flying out. So if you're walking in, try not to be up along the driveway. Should have two people walking, so it'll be one lane of traffic. Try to stick to one side so that we do have a fire lane open. Pit gates open at 3:30 like always. And remember that after 6 p.m., if anybody's coming late, if you have people in your crew that comes late, remind them that you can't get the pit passes at the pit entry, but over at the ticket booth. So you have to go up to the ticket booth, get your pit pass there, and then come down. And I believe Kevin will still be there to do the temp check to get you in. So that's the biggest, the update there. And as always, try to just have the driver come in to do driver check-in, or if you're Brandon Schmidt, have your friend to do it because he's never there on time. Sorry, I always have to throw him under the bus. Just have one person come in. Try to limit how many people come in to the pit check. Trying to keep the whole social distancing thing down.
It helps alleviate congestion in there
Yes.
as well, because there's a lot of things going on through the course of the beginning of the night. Next on my list is order of events. Of course, this is tentative, but so far we've been pretty good with adjusting these. For July 10th, 5:15 is driver cutoff. A reminder on driver cutoff, if you are having problems, you are delayed, but you are indeed attending, reach out to Chris. She will work with you. And I'm going to direct you that way. So a lot of times early in the night, I am extremely busy and not able to take calls. So your much safer bet is to contact Chris.
My contact info is on the web. So it's under the scoring contact. You can find it there.
Yeah. with no drivers meeting, really, we're sitting tight till I anticipate around 6 o'clock. We'll go for packing and get some heat in the engines and that. Uh, Depending on how the track is shaping up, if we need it, I budgeted 15 minutes for packing. We may do some light hot lapping, and we'll make that decision on the fly as we see how the track is shaping up. I know they got some rain over there, but we'll see once what the rest of the week brings. But that's the plan at this point. 6:25 we'll go for Anthem. Heat races to follow. The order for the heat races should be Legends, Street Stocks, Sport Mod, Grand Nationals, Modified. I do anticipate a B main in the Legends. I don't know about the other divisions at this point, but that's what we're going with. A main, we'll start off with Street Stocks, Sport Mod, Grand National, Legends, and we'll finish up with the Modifieds. If we do get car counts that warrant B mains in the other classes, we'll have to adjust this, and we will be posting this on the lineup board. Chris, you post it to the order, to the virtual world as well, correct?
Yeah, usually, however, the lineups are listed is how the order of the events should go, I think.
All right. A couple of the other notes that I've got, some of this is carried over. No alcohol in the pits consumed until the last feature is done. Just a reminder, guys, that's not your feature. It is the last feature. And this week it is the Modifieds. It typically has been. So if you need one that bad, you're going to have to duck out of the pits to do so. The other note I had was behave. Pretty simple. Hey, we're just happy we're out at the track, and we're not on, like some of the tracks where they are really shut down. So everybody behave, and we're going to get through this just fine. Chris, a wrinkle with fans in the pits this week. You want to touch on that? I'm sure this is going to be good news for some of the guys and some of the families.
This is the number one question that I've been asked, I think, since we've started. This week, fans will be allowed in the pits. We are strongly encouraging social distancing. We're going to be monitoring the amount of people. We don't want a whole mob of people, obviously, down there. We've had to really work to get this opportunity to be able to open it up to the fans. I know the next question that is probably going to either flood this feed or my inbox will be, why is it every other track can have fans in the pits, but we're being so strict? I believe it's because we are so close to a very big hotspot because we're next to Dane County. So the people that we're answering or that are giving us these recommendations have the ability to shut us down. So we either follow this and listen to them, or we get shut down. I personally would rather race and go by the rules or that they're giving us than ask a whole bunch of questions. So again, try to remember that 6 feet distance. If you're going down there, it would not hurt to take a mask. I mean, they're at work, everywhere. I mean, if you have the mask, take it. We're not requiring it. Please don't take that as I'm saying it's a requirement, but we're going to monitor it. And if it gets way out of control, then we'll have to see from there. But we are happy to say that fans will be allowed in the pits this week after the races.
I think probably the safest word here is tell everybody common sense applies. Don't do anything that's going to put yourself, your health, your family, or someone in peril. So be smart about it, and we'll be able to continue doing this. We are being monitored by the government agencies, so we just got to keep it on the up and up. A couple of other notes, modifieds, and I know this one's come up not necessarily for Beaver Dam, but for Fairgrounds down the road. Mods will be running with the IRA program on Friday night, so anybody interested in doing that, if you got questions, reach out to Steve Sinclair. Rules package, which I know I've gotten a number of questions on. You're either Beaver Dam legal, Wilmot legal, or IMCA legal. Pick which one you're running with, and that's the rule package you'll need to fit. Another good note for us, Chris, fan appreciation night. I know we've had a lot of questions on that. Some of those details we have out. You want to share those with the drivers in the audience?
We will be doing fan appreciation night, like mostly like we have in the past. The drivers will be up on the hill from 4 till, I think in the past it's been till 6.
Yes.
Yes. So I will talk to Sandy and Carolyn and see about maybe opening up maybe half an hour early so that you can come get your stuff set up and get up there, because I know a lot of drivers like to give away things like little trinkets. I know Scott T did Frisbees one year, the hot shots and all that stuff. We're going to ask that if you're going to bring that stuff, either spread it out on the hood of your car or bring a table to kind of spread it out to limit the amount of cross touching, so that somebody can come up and just grab one and be done, and then the next person isn't, you know, because of the whole COVID. So we're hoping that that's feasible for everybody. I know it's a long walk up to the top because, again, there's no riding on the cars to get up there. But that's why I'll see about maybe opening up a little bit earlier so that you can take a couple of trips if you need to, or whatever you got to do. So, but we are having fan appreciation at the top of the hill, so that'll be fun. 4 to 6, I think, or well, 4:30 to 6, because you guys have to be up there by, I think, 4:15, and then the gates will open at 4:30 for everybody else.
One other thing to note, it seems like every year we get a couple of drivers on fan appreciation night that in their hustle to get in and get their stuff up, forget to make one essential stop. That's go get checked in as a driver, so we get you properly in the lineups, and then when they come down, they don't find their number in the assigned sporting grid, and it's a problem.
Yep.
So just remember, guys, get yourself signed in. And fan appreciation night is great. It's a night to interact with your fans, get a lot of publicity both for you and your sponsors. Lord knows we need that, and we need the positive vibe out of that. But don't forget the most important thing and what you're there for, and that is to go racing and put on a show. So you got to get yourself signed in, otherwise you're going to be taking a back start on that deal. Chris, that wraps up my list. What else did you have on yours?
One other thing, this is nothing to do with driving, but I just thought of this because this week we're actually having a special guest do the national anthem. It's a relative of a driver, and I wanted to do this before, but then COVID all hit. If anybody knows somebody that would like to sing the national anthem one night, have them get in touch with me, because I love Kelly Clarkson and Lee Greenwood, but I can only hear their national anthem so many times throughout a year, and would love to have, you know, somebody from the crowd come and sing it. I mean, the little girl that's coming this week is going to be down by the junior flag stand singing in front of everybody, but you don't have to do that. You can sing up by in the scoring tower on the deck. You're kind of shy about in front of people, whatever. But if you know anybody that wants to do the national anthem, see me, get in touch with me, and we'll schedule it up.
All right. Any questions from the web, or
I was just looking. Let me scroll. People are very excited about being able to get in the pits and their fans. That's about, yeah, it's just comments saying great news. So.
All right, cool. We'll wrap this up, and we'll see you around the corner in about 15 minutes, right, Chris?
Yep, at 7 o'clock, 20 laps with Dave Schaemberger, number 16 modified. I am working on a schedule for other people next week. I believe I'm going to get a Grand National driver, and he doesn't know it yet, but him and his son, possibly, the Ashereens. I'm going to ask them, because try to get the carts, get a little information on the carts, because they start back up the following week. So if you're really interested, I'm trying to go every get somebody from each division every other week. So you can also message me and hit me up with that too.
All right, good deal. We'll look forward to seeing everybody out at the track on Saturday on your best behavior, and
Yes.
we got a great track. We can put on a good show.
All right. See you guys then.